Welcome to our podcast. My name is Maisie.
I'm Reese.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Alec.
Today we will be talking about drugs.
And alcohol.
And how they affect your body.
We're going to start off with, everyone, what are in your opinion, what is the top 3 most dangerous drugs?
I reckon heroin's quite a dangerous drug. Because it has, side effects for, like sharing needles and stuff. Because then it's not just the drug that you're getting, you could also get AIDS.
Infections
Yeah.
and other diseases.
What's your second most then?
I'm not really sure. Probably cocaine, that's all I really know.
Crack, cocaine,
Yeah.
I would say.
Why?
It's just bad, for your lungs.
I think it is because it affects more than one part of you. That's why it's probably pretty bad.
Affects your brain as well, a lot, I think.
And last but not least, 3.
Go on, what do you think?
I mean, I would have put alcohol at the top. It's underrated, but more people do alcohol than anything other
Because
drug.
it's legal, though.
Yeah, but it's still dangerous if you go over a certain limit
Yeah, but
and be stupid about it.
the more people die from alcohol than drugs. I think they do actually.
Well, yeah, because alcohol, you can get anywhere.
Yeah, it's really widely used.
So that makes it more dangerous than the other drugs.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I guess you could say that.
And also LSD, I think. That's what it's called. The one that people take at raves most of the time. Or ecstasy, I can't even remember.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, people die from that all the time. Because other stuff gets mixed in while the people make it. When they press it, they can mix anything in it.
That's why they mainly do it as well, on the way to raves. Because raves don't have a specific spot they can move. I swear. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I think
Completely understand what you're saying.
I think any drug can be dangerous. Even ones that don't affect you that much, it's just the amount of it that you take can make it way more dangerous than if you took one puff from a zoo. If you smoke 15 zoots consecutively, that would be much worse.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, no, I completely agree as well.
What makes people more likely to get addicted to drugs, in your opinion?
Depression.
And if it's not just you taking it, if there's more than one person taking it, you'll think, oh,
It's a normal thing.
yeah.
Doesn't really matter. However, that is not the case, is it?
no, it's down to whether you feel like you have to take it or if you don't want to take it at all.
Yeah, but people just give in to peer pressure as well, so it's not...
Peer pressure is a powerful thing.
People don't want to do it, and yet
Peer
people make
pressure
it.
is a powerful thing. Friends can persuade people to do certain things.
People can also take drugs, I think, because when they get in trouble at school, work, or trouble making friends, because then you're just alone or at that moment depressed, and it can make your life harder. And then people use drugs to try and make it they think it makes it better, but
I do think loneliness plays a big part in it
yeah.
because you can get addicted to it if there's more than one person doing it. But if you're just there on your own, you think, oh, if I snort some cocaine, it might make me feel better, make me feel less alone. And then obviously after you've come down from the high, you'll feel even more alone and think, oh, I need to do it again to try and get rid of this feeling.
Long term, not a good idea, basically, is the message.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
100%.
Yeah. Do you think once people start, it's easy for them to stop and then start becoming drug free? Or
I think it depends on the person.
It also depends on how long you've been doing it for. Like, if you've been doing drugs for like 10 years straight, and then you decide, oh, I'm just gonna go cold turkey, just not do anything, you're gonna really struggle to try and keep that up. But I mean, like, if you've done it like 5 or 6 times and you think, don't want to get addicted to this stuff, might stop, become drug free,
Yeah.
that probably could be pretty easy, and replace it with like coffee or something.
Yeah, coffee is very addictive as well.
I love me some coffee.
But then people might not get the same feeling from coffee as like marijuana, for example.
I think because marijuana, I think, just makes you quite chill. All you really need to do, if you're going to try and get off marijuana, you might just sit there at home with like a cup of coffee, lying on your couch, chilling out.
It's fair enough. But then, well, no, can't say anything.
Alright.
Like, people can use their willpower, but to stop it,
Could have
it depends on the person, like Maisie said, because some people aren't as strong as others mentally.
yeah,
Some people are weaker than others.
same thing. It's like the same thing with like weight loss. Some people have the will to just not eat anything. Some people just don't. So same as like some people have the will just to not give in to the fact that they want to do drugs. Where some people think, oh, might as well do it 20 more times, something like that.
Or like say 20 more times, and then after that I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, or maybe like one more time. 20 was probably an exaggeration. I think, oh, I'll just do it one more time, and then next I'll be like, it can't hurt to do it now. Then I'll be like, oh, might as well do it again. And that just carries on, and then they just end up still doing it.
A lot of people do that, say like one more time, and then I'll stop. For example, movies or TV shows late at night.
Mm.
You say one more, and you just carry on. So some people's willpower
One
is
more,
not
just
strong.
one more.
Yeah, one more. How does media play a role with drugs and the addiction of them?
I think media portrays drugs as like a really bad thing, as something that it really shouldn't be done. Like, as they try like to really get people off drugs, but there's also sections of it where it's like, oh, you'll see a headline maybe like weed might be good, or like stuff like that. They kind of try and they portray drugs in a bad light most of the time, but sometimes there's a few things which say drugs are alright. And obviously celebrities, because they got a ton of money, they can just buy as much as they want, and they end up getting addicted to it and overdose, such as like Amy Winehouse. She overdosed on drugs. That's how she died. And
Who else was that?
not sure.
I think
Macaulay Culkin was really addicted to drugs at one point, and you could see it. The kid from Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much he's changed.
It shows how much drugs can destroy a person.
how you look,
Yeah.
even.
And your life, because
And just your life will just fall apart.
he's not as famous as when he was in Home Alone. I'd say anyway.
Rappers also have a massive effect on drugs.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah.
He's so big with weed.
He's known for it. Like,
Yeah.
same thing with Dr. Dre. Like, literally one of his album covers was straight up just a cannabis plant. So it's all the same thing.
I feel like other people portray different types of drugs in a different way. Like, they don't think it's a bad thing, they have a different mindset. It's all about someone's mindset on how it is.
Yeah, like going back to Snoop Dogg, he's like, he's probably well known for his rapping mainly, but then on the side, how much like he does weed, drugs, and all of that.
Yeah. I think he talks about it in almost every one of his songs. He's like, oh, smoked 15 blunts yesterday or something like that.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
It's a famous one.
Good song as well.
Like drugs also portrayed in like video games, for example, like GTA.
Mm.
That's one of the main ones that use it.
It has a very, very like big influence on it. Like, you can there's drugs all around you in GTA. Like, there's a bong in every house that there is. There's random mushrooms that you can go eat, which turn you into an animal, aka you're having a hallucination.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff like
There's businesses online.
yeah,
you can
there's
run.
businesses which you can get, which is about all drug control. It's I mean, it portrays drugs as something to invest in almost, which is obviously
Yeah.
something which we shouldn't really be doing. So
They also say is like show that you can make easy money off of it.
it's
Quick.
yeah, and considering that kids play the game, they might just think, oh, might as well make a crack house, which is, I mean, they probably don't, but I mean,
Really?
they probably don't.
Really?
Oh, let's just go in the garden and build a crack house.
Just
Let's
change
build a
my
crack house.
change my shed into a crack house. Yeah, no, but it kind of shows them that drugs can make you money, and maybe if when they're older they need money, they think, oh, might as well turn to drugs then, considering how easy it was in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It you're saying it like opens up people, like giving people ideas.
Yeah, definitely.
Putting ideas in people's heads.
Yeah.
That,
What about the risks of like, for example, like building like a weed farm or something, for example?
If you build a weed farm, you're definitely gonna be paying a lot for electricity because you need a ton of lights for it. So it's also
big investment in yourself. That is a big investment in yourself.
Especially if you get caught with it.
Especially you get caught. You're taking the risk. You're taking everything. You're taking your freedom.
What about just doing drugs? What about just doing drugs, for example? What risks does that involve?
all sorts, passing out, diseases like brain damage, like nos, it cuts the nos like stops the flow of oxygen to the brain, which then makes you feel lightheaded and laughy. But every single time it does that, it's destroying your brain cells. So after a while, you're gonna
And the same, that goes the same with cannabis. That destroys your brain cells.
Very true. Even alcohol just damages you.
it damages your
stop going
kidneys.
on that.
Kidney failure. Yeah, alcohol causes kidney failure.
Causes many problems that people may have.
You can die from kidney failure as well.
See, alcohol's one of the most dangerous drugs, even though people don't think it.
I will have to agree with that.
It's 2 against 1,
Andrews, but he's not here.
sadly.
Yeah, you can't join us today. Sorry, everyone.
You can't just.
What are your views on drugs?
Well, for me, I think like most drugs are, like bad. For example, like coke, LSD, ecstasy, even though they might be the same thing, not too sure. Heroin, that's definitely bad. But I think it's okay to do like alcohol if you keep to
Yeah.
a certain limit.
Do you?
If you keep to a certain limit,
Right.
yes. What do you mean great?
That isn't any better, as we've been saying the whole time, and you're saying that you'd rather do. You're saying you would like to drink alcohol.
I didn't say I'd like to drink it. I said it's not as bad.
Would you call yourself an alcoholic?
Yes, I would. I'm a secret alcoholic.
No comment.
No comment.
But like, if you keep to a certain level, it's okay. But if you just keep going up, just having more drinks, then it starts to get really bad. Then it could cause like loads of problems between family, yourself.
Self-control. That's what you need. I personally think drugs. I don't think drugs are good, right? But I only think the only good drug is probably cannabis. Yeah, because it doesn't have the impact of other drugs. doesn't have the impact of other drugs. Whereas stuff like cocaine and heroin and all that stuff have much bigger impact. Like they could easily kill you. You could easily die. But
Yeah.
alcohol. I mean, alcohol is not going to become illegal anytime soon. I mean, it's just so widely done.
Yeah.
But I think alcohol. I think alcohol's good, just in moderation. Like, if you go down there and scull 15 pints, you're just gonna get destroyed. Like, it's just not good. But it's all about moderation. Like, so I think cannabis and alcohol are only good, but you have to have moderation when you take them. Otherwise, they can be bad.
It also depends how people react to them. Certain drugs.
Like, you can be a lightweight and have like 1.5 pints and be quite tipsy, where you could just be like, and then some people could drink like 3 pints and be like the exact same as somebody who had